Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Alex here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So last time, guys, we made this little automated Dawnstone production facilitator thingamabobberdealio. And we are producing all the Dawnstone necessary to truck on with this magical endeavor. Let's go ahead and get this stuff a slot up in our storage space. It's going to be, we'll put it down here on the ore aisle. Bingo, bango, bongo. And lovely. Dawnstone and bricks and all the various things. Now today, guys, we're going to take a step back from embers. You guys know I like to mix things up a little bit. And we are going to take a look into something I cannot do currently. Y'all ignore that over there. Currently, as it stands, why y'all, how y'all, well, that just highlighted what I can't do. I can't fly. I can hop real good, but I can't, why y'all out? Get dead, stupid cow. Oh, we gonna light this thing up. Get dead. Get dead. I don't know, sometimes animals just escape. Like that one. Shouldn't be that many. Yeah, I guess they just grow up outside or something? I don't know. The rabbits also have become an issue. Yeah, they will occasionally, for whatever reason, this machine will stop sucking the babies over and they'll all just grow up right in here. And I'll just come over here and there'll be a boatload of adult rabbits sitting there. But I come in, make what the killer eating, and it seems to fix itself. So I don't know. It's a thing. Anyhoozle, today, the fact that I cannot fly is getting me down. I don't want to be down. I want to be up. As in flying. Y'all ignore that over there. So, we gonna work on that today. We gonna get us some flyboy boots, shoes, pair, pants, vest, jacket, whatever. We gonna make it so when I jump off the edge of this thing, like so, I don't break my ankles. So, let's get on to that. Too high. Let's go here. And let's get a little munch on so I don't die. Because I do tend to just run off the edge of the building quite frequently. So I typed in jetpack here. Look at all the options we have. I do prefer jetpacks. Yes, I know there are angel rings, and as I have discussed in previous episodes, I am not a fan. They are very cheaty in my opinion. You don't have to provide anything to keep them working other than GP, which is basically free. I like something you have to think about, that you have to manage and control. So something that uses a fuel source or a power source that's not perma-power. That you can run out and fall out of the sky and get yourself killed, that kind of thing. So I want to focus on jetpacks. Now, normally I go straight into simply jetpacks because I do like me some simply jetpacks. But I have never made this Project Red expansion one. So let's do this because why wouldn't you? So let's see what this is going to take. Take some emeralds. We got those. Take a battery box and a diamond chest plate. I think we can come up with those. What's this guy? He's going to take some batteries. And some electrotine. Ooh. This is stuff. Electrotine iron compound. That's okay. Okay. Well, why don't we just make a stack of that then? And it looks like we just cooked that up. Oh, wait. Get to the right place. Who gonna cook this faster? You gonna cook this faster, aren't you? Cook it. On top of that, you're gonna do the delicious thing is sucking it into our inventory, which is phantasmo. So let's hop back up here. I'm just watering around bread in my hand. Nom 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 nom. There we go. And let's get this out on my hotbar. Okay. So battery, more batteries. So there's 8 batteries. Looks like we're gonna need. Oh, those are easy peasy lemon squeezy. And not stackable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's get our battery box. We should have this created now. Fantastic. We'll pop that in there. And we need a diamond chest plate. Let's get that in there. Bam. And that really should be it. Oh yeah, jetpack. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Now I assume we're gonna have to charge it. It has no indicator of power. Oh, I get the little down on the bottom right. I get it. Let's see. Oh, I'm so slow because I don't have my runny all my suit on. But I can fly. Look at that. Oh, hello. And we crashed. Apparently the game does not like flying. At least not with this jetpack. Flying is not enabled on this server. Well, then why you got jetpacks? Well, that's special. Stupid game. Hey, at least we got to use our bed. How I build something you're supposed to use, and then you tell me no. Oh, it's using durability. Ah, okay. Oops. Get back in my hotbar. Where you at? Get in there. I see all my stuff's out of disarray. Ain't nothing where it's supposed to be. Gotta go hunting up everything. Dadgum, you killing me like that. There we go. Get everything back. Now watch. Let's see if we can crash it again. Ow! You hurt me. Okay. Okay. It's a challenge. It's more of a less of a jetpack and more of a kind of glider. Almost. It's very free falling, and you definitely break your ankles. Let's see if we can do a little of this action here and get back on the roof. Can we get on the roof? There we go. We made it to the roof. But boy, there is no hover. Is there modes? Can we? Let's see. We're gonna look at options and controls. Whenever you guys are playing with a new mod, I encourage you to come check out the controls and see if there's anything specific to that mod. Not everything has it, but a lot of stuff does. Like Blood Magic, you can have special controls, chiseling bits, of course. We're looking for Project Red. And no, it does not. So it doesn't look like you can toggle. Ow. Well, that just didn't even. Why you no go? I better eat. Go. Go. It's not going. Is it out? Oh, it's out. Durability. Oh, that was lame. It was like you couldn't. That didn't last no time at all. Oh, we fast now. I like having that. that speed on me. Okay, let's get back into normal view because that's annoying. So, is this something we can repair in our reparator? Is that a thing? Can I just pop that in here? It is. Not. Thought it was. It looked like there was a little yellow blip right there. It is not. So, it is not keen on that. Okay. So, is it electrotine? Is that what it wants? No. How do you... Do I recharge it maybe? Just regular old electric charge. Let's put it in the chargerator. It does not go in the chargerator. Okay. Okay, that death is annoying. Let's make that go away. Remove, please. Thank you. And let's get a little more. Eat on, get some more health. Now, is there at Project Red? Let's see. Here is altimeter. Is there any kind of like charging bench? Maybe this is what we need. Here, let's try that. Item importer. Just looking to see what else might be out there. Our starter battery box, charging bench. Let's make one of these bad boys and see if this is what's gonna make it happy. Well, I'll tell you, this thing does not last long enough to be useful. There's all kind of new things to make. Oh my goodness. Block a diamond panel. What the heck is this nonsense? So I'm clicking on this block of diamond panel to see how to make it, and it's not giving me a recipe. Huh. Block of iron post and block of diamond panel. Alright, so there's definitely some stuff in this mod I do not know. So I'm going to have to spend some time learning up on it, and we'll have to figure that out probably in another episode. For the time being, we're going to shift gears, because I wasn't too thrilled with it anyway, though it probably is a lot better than I'm seeing it. I'm probably seeing it in its base state. So I do want to do some research and see if we can't get it a little bit better, but we're going to move on over to the Simply Jetpacks, because I love these things. Now, they've done a cool thing where they've said, okay, you want to do Ender IO, here's the Ender IO metals. If you want to do thermal expansion, here's the thermal expansion metals, or fluids in this case. So you can kind of, and they even have a flux infused version, which you guys remember, we have a flux infused chest plate. We have a full set of flux infused armor, though we do have to make a resonant jetpack to get all the way up to this, top tier 5 jetpack. And they are tiered, so you see tier 1, 2, 3, and of course to make a tier 2, you need a tier 1. So pretty much everything from here to here is your Ender IO, and then everything from here to here is your thermal expansion, though this is technically flux, but it's okay. It's in the same ballpark. They're basically the same thing. They're just made with different materials. So you kind of choose the path you want to follow and get there at the end of the day. Now, I do kind of want to go with this just because we have flux infused armor already. Yeah, we're gonna have to get into Indirium. We're gonna have to get into all this stuff. That's okay. We can make this happen. Not a problem. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's make you go away. you come into my pocket and get changed back into the regular old book and get my bag where you belong. Let's get a little more munch. And let's get to making us some jetpacks. I don't know how far down the road we're going to get today, but we're going to do what we can. So let's start with the leadstone, which is a tier 1. So we're going to have to use a bunch of lead. We need a leather strap. Easy peasy. Done. The road of 1,000 miles begins with but one step. So we need a flux capacitor. And we need a little bit of sulfur for that. And I think we should have some in the system. We do. Phantasmo. We're going to need 2 of these bad boy leadstone thrusters, which require a reactant dynamo. Okay. So we're going to need 2 of these. We're going to need 4 of these, which that's 6, so we should be good. Probably already had some in the system, but just to make sure. Now we're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need... That is just silver, so that's fine. A couple of those. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to need 4 of those, right? And yeah, we're going to need 2 more of these as well. There we go. Now let's see if I can make 1, 2 of these. Fantastic. Now we need 2 thrusters. 1, 2. Awesome. Now we should be able to make... Did we use this? Did you have me? Did it not go anywhere special? Yeah. Okay. What was it? Capacitor? Was it? Yeah, capacitor. Flux capacitor. Capacitor. Now, there we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. And our battery should charge this bad boy up, which it is. Now, you can actually use this right off the bat. As long as you've got power. Again, our battery's going to charge it up. Got to put it in your chest slot. And we should be able to... Oh, yeah. And you see up in the top left corner, you see how much fuel you have, which is awesome. You can actually control the flight pretty reasonable. Oh, our smoke's showing up. It's so funny that it's got snow on it. So definitely having some feather falling boots is a definite benefit. And you can see the mode where it says engine is hover in the top right up there. And it's red. That means it's not in hover mode. So if I just fall, it's going to fall. Now, if I look at options, controls, now we go look for simply jetpacks. These are always redded out in every pack I think I've ever played. So I want to turn on, I want to set hover mode. I usually set these to number keys. So we'll put hover mode as number pad 8. We'll do engine as number pad 7 and hover mode as number pad 9. So that's all I'm going to set. So if I hit 8, you'll see it, hover mode goes green. So if I fall off of this, you see I start to hover instantly. I didn't do anything but walk off the ledge. If I fly up by holding the space bar and I land and I turn off hover mode, see it went red, and I walk off the edge, it's just going to fall. And I die. See? Easy. Minus the whole dying part. That's a little hard on the soul, but that's, you know, it's for science. Oops, too far. Man, 2 deaths in 1 episode. What the heck? Alright, let's get over here and get our giblets. Everything's going to be out of place again. Dadgummit. So let's get back into our gear. Get our order situated. Oh, most things came back in a decent order, but a few things are a little squirrely. There we go. So now we can fly again. So hover mode just lets you basically hover. See how I slowly fall down? Like if I start flying by hitting spacebar, I'm going to let off a spacebar. My hands are away from the keyboard and the mouse. I'm just falling. It's nice and slow. It's taking care of that for me. So if we go back up here, you see my fuel's hardly falling because my battery's keeping us charged. Now if I turn off hover mode, make it red, and I turn off emergency hover, if I set it to enable, you see it's green down there in the bottom center. Now if I jump off of this thing, it should save me before I die, hopefully. Well, what it should do and what it did do are not the same thing. So let's come back up here again. I'm going to disable it and see if it'll save us. No. So it's basically a big ball of fail. Fair enough. The other thing you can do is turn the jetpack engine off, and you see right there in the center toward the bottom we can toggle it on and off by hitting that number 7 key. If we disable it, now I just can jump like I normally could. So it allows you to go back to normal mode. You know what? I do think I want to switch back over. Man, I do miss the speed. I like the speed of the blood magic armor. Kind of stinks not having it when you're in the jetpack, but the flight will definitely come in handy as well. So it's a bit of a trade-off, though it doesn't necessarily have to be, because you can put these on dark steel armor if I remember right. So you could technically fly with your dark steel armor, though Ender.io now has, that's assuming they haven't updated it out of there, and Ender.io now has a new armor that's even better than dark steel, so that's a thing. So where did I put my flux armor? I would like to switch out to that, because I believe it has feather falling on the boots, just like this does. Wow, I thought I had put it in here. Do I have it in my bag? Do I like stupidly walk around with it all the time? Oh yeah, I do. Huh, big dummy. So technically I don't need the flux infused plate. These have depth strider. They don't need feather falling because they're boingy boots. They're slide boots, so you can just jump around all you want. Let's get this up there, that there, that there. There we go. Put on our flux with our jumpy boots, since the save me from death feature is not working. Now, when I fall, I could just boingy. And then I can turn on my jetpack and fly away. Nice! So one thing you'll see, when I let off the spacebar, with the hover mode engaged, you see how I'm drifting downward? That is because I'm using the lowest tier, or the tier 1 jetpack. If I used a higher tier jetpack, I would drift down less. So if you're sitting here trying to build on this building, and you're like, I can't reach it, I keep falling, I just want to get right there, and I can't, oh, gotta try to get there. It's a little tough. One thing also we can do is sound, and I think it is, I think it's jukebox, note blocks? No. There was a trick. What was the trick? Was this off and on? No. It was some trick I did in Project Ozone Light to make the jetpack not make noise. And I had to do it every time I started a video, but it was awesome. Was it blocks? No. Player? Player. Option. Sound. Yeah, turn it off, turn it back on. The player sounds and the jetpack sound goes away, so you don't have to hear it all the time. But you can still hear, you heard my boots slamming on the ground when I hit the ground, so you can still hear all your other sounds, which is cool. So, but that does shut your jetpack up. So, now we want to upgrade this guy. The other thing the heightened tiers do is give you more power. You see, this guy holds 800,000 RF. So we go up to the next tier, it's 3 million. You go up to the next tier, it's 6 million. So you can fly longer, basically. Of course, it's going to suck more battery, just saying. Anyhoozle. Let's see if we can get on up to a hardened jetpack, tier 2. So we're going to need the original jetpack, and then we're going to need some Invar, which we have. Awesome. We need some tin. And we do need a basic flux capacitor, which we have. Because we made an extra, because we're baller like that. So, of course, it's not going to find it for whatever reason. So we're going to have to type it in and move it ourselves. But that's fine. It's fine. Actually, I'm just going to put it right there. That way we have it for next time. And we're going to make these things, which takes now steam dynamos. So we're going to need couple of those. We're gonna need some more oh no, we need the hardened flux ducts, so we're gonna have to take the leadstone flux duct and harden it up with Invar. So let's make some more of this, and let's take, and this is the benefit of having our metal stored in storage drawers, because it'll give us those nuggets. I'm just going to shift click all 14 of those in there. Bam, like so. And then we're going to need a steam dynamo. So we need 4 of these. Oops, those need more things too. My goodness, this is going to get expensive. Why don't we just do this? Why would you do this when you could do this? That's just silly. So we'll pop some of those in there. We will grab some of these. We seem to need a lot of these. I'm just going to make 64. Why make one when you can make 64? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2. Boom and a bam and a boom. Oh, what are we missing? We're missing the tier 1 jetpack. For whatever reason, it didn't just auto pull it in. And we're missing this guy here because it doesn't auto pull that in either. Now we have a tier 2 jetpack, which will hold 3 million. 3 million RF. So let's go refill our battery, because, you know, that's a lot of juice. That's a repairer, not a battery filler. We're going to put this in here. Okay, yeah, that's filling up. Excellent. Let's put this jetpack on. And what you should see is... Oh, I didn't hear the whooshy whooshy. Oh, did I leave one of those other ones off? Blocks, yeah, I left off. We should now hear the... Aha, there we go. Now, y'all don't look over there. Now, there you go. Now you see we've got a slower fall, so I've taken my hands off the controls and we're just drifting down. You see we're drifting down at a slower pace. That's the benefit of the level 2 jetpack. Additional fly time and a slower descent rate. You see I can work a little bit better. Like if I want that block, I can kind of stay a little bit closer to it and then come back up to it and then stay a little closer to it. Though I am still going to drift down. We can fix that by continuing going up into higher and higher and higher tiers. So we're only at level 2 now. There's 5 whole tiers. So all the way up here is tier 5. There's actually a 6th, but it's creative. Obviously, you're not going to get that. So if we go up to the next tier, we're looking at reinforced jetpacks. Look at all that energy. Let's go get some more energy, because one thing you do not want to do with these jetpacks is run out of the go-go juice. But that's why I like using jetpacks instead of those goofball rings, because those things never run out of power. Once you make them and you've made the GP, that's it. You never have to do anything else, and it's so cheaty. You don't float down, you're constantly just stable. It's creative flight, basically, and it's so cheaty in my opinion. I really like something that's a little more dynamic, that makes you work for it. So we're going to need some Electrum. 82 bajillion ways to make it, as the system is showing us. Let's get some Electrum Blend, which is just silver and gold. Silver and gold. So let's see about this. Silver. We just go make a stack. Go fold. Let's do some fold. Fold is awesome. We're gonna run over here. Look, we're gonna use our thermal expansion machines, because that's what you do. Put the silver in there. Oh, you're gonna cook it back into. No, don't. No, stop with the cooking. No, stop cooking. I forget it was gonna cook automatically, not give me the powders. There we go. Now this is only upgraded to the 2nd tier. So to reinforce, maybe we should upgrade this while we're waiting. So that would mean we'd need a signalum. What's that gonna take? We're gonna need it for our other stuff anyway, so we're gonna need some of those, which means we need some of that. Is that the only way to get it? Is through Blizz rods? Surely not. Yeah, if I put liquid XP into a snowball, or essence into a snowball, I should get the Blizz powder with the fluid transposer. But do I have any Blizz rods? Let's see. I'm sure I've got a few. I mean, we do live in a cold biome. I have 64,000. We're okay. I'm gonna go with we're okay there. Okay, so we'll put those down there. So we're going to need snowballs and redstone. We should have some of that. And we're going to need... well, that's what we're trying to make. Good gravy. Alright, so we pretty much have to wait for this. So I will sit here and twiddle my thumbs while we wait. Actually, I will go ahead and make the machine that is going to be necessary to make these things. So to make the signalum, we're going to need the... What is it? What am I looking for? Could just do it in here. Destabilized redstone, silver, and copper. So to get the destabilized redstone, I think we already have a magma crucible. We should have tons of destabilized redstone. We have tons of it. Fair enough. I should get like a drum on that. Oh, y'all saw me floating down? Jetpack took over there. Did this little thing. Reinforced drum empty. Excellente. Oop, 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 oop. Done. Now, can I spit you out? Yes. That way it'll go ahead and start making more. Awesome. There you go. You see, it goes up a little slow with these little guys. You need a ton of them. But there's other things you can use as well. Alright. We've got our gold crushed and silver crushed. That's going to make Electrum blend. So we should get 2 stacks of that. Two and a tad. I guess we already had some in the system. So let's go cookerate that. Actually, let's go. We'll use the big cooker because it should cook quicker because we have so much to cook. I don't have my step assist either. There we go. And we'll just let this guy run. And there we go. All of our Electrum is done cooked up. So we can take this back into the house. And just toss that in our system. So we need to go back to Jetpack. Pack. There we go. And we're up to tier 3 we're up to tier 3 reinforced. So we need a fluxed capacitor, which is a hardened capacitor, which is a leaded capacitor. So we just have to walk it up the different steps. And it is sucking my power too. It holds 1,000,000 RF. Fair enough. So now we got to build one of these, which should have everything but that. And then we have to build one of these. Oh, we are missing the glass. Don't I have all the bits? Come on, just give me our bits and pieces. There's 82 bajillion different types of glass you can use. Oh, we just use fused quartz. It'd be easier. So that's just quartz in our smeltificator. Boom. Need to make sure he's set to the right mode. So he's on alloy mode. Otherwise we'll get silicon out of him. And that should produce, if we wait, it's going to get sucked out real quick, so we got to watch it. There you go. So we got the glass. Let's switch out our battery again because it done sucked us dry. This little sucker holds a ton of power. 4,000,000 RF. That's the whole battery worth. In fact, let's just turn off our battery for the time being so it's not sucking it dry. There we go. So we should now have the glass we need. So back here. Pop that in the middle, and there you go. So we got that. We got this. We got these. Now we need these. So we're going to need 2 of these. Let's just make a stack of these so I don't have to keep making them. And then let's... Oh, we're going to need the redstone energy flux duct. So we're going to need an empty flux duct, and then we're going to have to put it in a fluid transposer and redstone it up. So we're going to need some of those. And do we have? Yeah, fluid transposer. Oh, we already have destabilized redstone in here. Fantastic. So we should be able to stick these guys in here. They're going to get pulled into here. The destabilized redstone gets pushed into them, and they're going to come out down here. Awesome. So y'all can see this is a bit of a process. It's not something you're just going to zip through in 2 seconds and be done. That's why I like this. You know, it's a challenge. It's, you know, more than make one little stupid ring and you're done. You know, you actually have to work for it, and then even after you get it, you still have to work for it, which is just awesome. So let's do this, and we are going to need some destabilized redstone. All right, we need 2 buckets of that. So let me grab some buckets. There should be, I think, 50 buckets in this little tank. 51 currently, so let's grab 2. And we'll put this one here. There's one of our boosters. And what are we short on our other booster? Oh, I just needed to pull them in. There we go. Now we should be able to... Oh, we gotta take the jetpack off. There we go. We should be able to put that and put that. And there we go. Tier 3, baby. 6 milli RF. Boy, howdy, that's a lot of RF. So we put those away. Put that guy on now. And I believe I can fly. Y'all ignore that over there. I believe. See how much faster we are now? And notice I'm taking my hands off the control. See how slow we're falling now? That we've upgraded to a decent level. But again, you have to manage your power. You see my power's falling up there in the top right corner. You know, we're at 96%. Eventually it's going to run out. So I've got to manage that. I've got to keep an eyeball on that. And y'all see I ain't wearing no chest plate right now. The backpack is my chest plate. I can get hurt. So we got to keep that in mind too. I like it. You have to work for it. Now, cool thing is with the slime boots, I can turn this sucker off, just set the engine off, and I can just fall. Now the emergency mode kicks in. There you go. That's what emergency mode's supposed to do. Save you from death. But if I turn that off and then turn the engine off, boing, 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 turn the engine on, and we start flying again. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. You can move pretty darn quick with the jetpack. Look at this. We just cruising. Y'all ignore that over there. Burn, burn. It's awesome. I want to get up here and say hey to my little creeper buddy. I say, hey, little buddy. How you doing? Oh, he got sucked into our mob farm. I didn't know it sucked from that far away. Holy creepers. Man, it just took him to task. All right. We're up here in the cloud layer because that's what you do. But yeah, look how fast we are. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway. Boingy, boingy. I do love this thing. Anyway, guys. I do think that is it for this episode. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as we build our jetpack and we can now fly around. We will work on upgrades in upcoming episodes to make it better and better. But until next time, you guys get out there and make some noise. See ya.